The way in which we spend this 1 hour itself is our life, itself is our samsara, itself is our sadhana. So let this 1 hour be a sadhana where by bringing all our faculties to the work in hand, let us do the Upadhi Yukta Prakriti Sadhana. Same time, because we are studying the Upanishad Brahma Vidya, let this 1 hour also be spent in strengthening our conviction regarding the Brahma Vidya. There is no sadhana before or after, it is here and now. So let us learn to fully involve consciously. Start. Om. Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Om Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaikamoortaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpad Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sadashiva Samarambham Vyasa Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Samasta Devatabhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Parabrahmane Namaha. Shruti Matre Namaha. Om Shri Vedavyasa Vaishampayana Yagnavalkya Adya Shankaradi Gurubhyo Namaha. Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodhasya Asmin Kshane Eva Nirvighnena Avaptyartam Sanatan Dharmasya Vaidika Samskrutehe Vishwavyaptyartam Vishwashanti Vishwakalyanaartham cha Samasta Sadhakanam Bhaktanam Krute Airarogyadi Praptyartam cha Shri Brihadaranyaka Upanishatasya Parayanam Samapanam Tadanantaram Taittiriya Upanishadaha आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणम. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, in the 6th adhyaya, we are in the 4th Brahmanam. We have seen up to 20 mantras yesterday. So today that will continue and conclude. And in the Panchama Brahmanam, we have the Guru Parampara list. With that, our effort of last 10-12 days to chant Brihadaranyaka Upanishad comes to a beautiful, fruitful conclusion. Let us feel that joy that we could try to chant the Upanishad mantras. Start. Om Atha Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Shashtodhyayah Chaturtham Brahmanam एकविंशति मंत्र 20th मंत्र onwards. अथ एनाम अविपद्यते अमोहमस्मि सात्वगं सात्वमस्य मोहगं सामाहमस्मि रुक्त्वं द्यौरहं पृथिवी त्वं तावेहि संगरभावहै सहरेतो ददावहै पुगंसे पुत्राय वित्तये इति. अथास्या ऊरु विहावयति विजिहीतां द्यावा पृथिवी इति. तस्याम् अर्थं निष्ठाय मुखेन मुखगं सन्धाय त्रिरेणामनुलोमामनुमार्ष्टि विष्णुर्योनिं कल्पयतु त्वष्टा रूपाणि पिगंशतो आसिञ्चतु प्रजापतिर्धाता गर्भं दधातु ते गर्भं देहि सिनीवालि गर्भं देहि पृथुष्टुके गर्भं ते अश्विनो देवौ आदत्तां पुष्करस्रजौ हिरण्मयी अरणीयाभ्यां निर्मन्ततामश्विनौ तां ते गर्भगं हवामहे दशमे मासि सूतये यथाग्निगर्भा पृथिवी यथा द्यौरिन्द्रेण गर्भिणे वायुर्दिशां यथा गर्भः एवं गर्भं दधामि ते साविते शोष्यन्तीम् अद्भिरभ्युक्षते यथा वायुः पुष्करिणीगं समिङ्गयति सर्वतः एवाते गर्भ एजतु सहावयितो जरायुणा इन्द्रस्यायं वज्रः कृतः सार्गलः सपरिश्रयः तमिन्द्र निर्जहि गर्भेण सावरागं सहेते जातेऽग्निम् उपसमाधाय अंके आधाय पगंसे पृषदाज्यगं सन्नीय पृषदाज्यस्योपघातं जुहोति अस्मिन् सहस्रं पुष्या समेधमानः स्वे गृहे अस्योपसन्ध्यां मा चैत्सीत प्रजया च पशुभिश्च स्वाहा मयि प्राणगं स्त्वयि मनसा जुहोमि स्वाहा यत्कर्मणात्यरेरिचं यद्वान्यूनमिहाकरम् अग्निष्टस्त्विष्टकृत विद्वान् स्विष्टकं सुहृतं करोतु नः स्वाहा इति अथास्य दक्षिणं कर्णम् अभिनिधाय वाग्वागिति त्रिरथ दधि मधु कृतगं सन्नीय अन्तर्हितेन जातरूपेण प्राशयते भूस्ते दधामि भुवस्ते दधामि स्वस्ते दधामि भोर्भुवस्वः सर्वं त्वयि दधामि इति अथास्य नाम करोति वेदोऽसीति तदस्य तद्गुह्यमेव नाम भवति अथ एनं मात्रे प्रदाय स्तनं प्रयच्छति यस्ते स्तनः शशयो यो मयो भूर्यो रत्नधावसुविद्यः सुदुत्रः येन विश्वा पुष्यसि वार्याणि सरस्वती तमिह धातवे कर्हिते अथास्य मातरमभिमन्त्रयते इलासि मैत्रावरुणी वीरे वीरमजीजनत सा त्वं वीरवती भव यास्मान् वीरवतो करदिति तं वा एतमाहुरपि पिता बताभूरति पितामहो बताभूः परमां बत काष्ठां प्रापत् श्रिया यशसा ब्रह्मवर्चस्येन य एवं विदो ब्राह्मणस्य पुत्रो जायते इति चतुर्थं ब्राह्मणम् अथ पंचमं ब्राह्मणम् अथ वंशः ओम पौतिमाशी पुत्रः कात्यायनी पुत्रात् कात्यायनी पुत्रः गौतमी पुत्रात् गौतमी पुत्रः भारद्वाजी पुत्रात् भारद्वाजी पुत्रः पाराशरी पुत्रात् पाराशरी पुत्रः औपस्वती पुत्रात् औपस्वती पुत्रः पाराशरी पुत्रात् पाराशरी पुत्रः कात्यायनी पुत्रात् कात्यायनी पुत्रः कौशिकी पुत्रात् कौशिकी पुत्रः आलम्बी पुत्राच्च वैयाग्रपदीय पुत्राच्च वैयाग्रपदी पुत्रः काण्वी पुत्राच्च कापी पुत्राच्च कापी पुत्रः आत्रेयी पुत्रादात्रेयी पुत्रः गौतमी पुत्रात् गौतमी पुत्रः भारद्वाजी पुत्रात् भारद्वाजी पुत्रः पाराशरी पुत्रात् पाराशरी पुत्रः वात्सी पुत्रात् वात्सी पुत्रः पाराशरी पुत्रात् पाराशरी पुत्रः वार्कारुणी पुत्रात् वार्कारुणी पुत्रः वार्कारुणी पुत्रात् वार्कारुणी पुत्रः आर्तभागी पुत्रात् आर्तभागी पुत्रः शौंगी पुत्रात् शौंगी पुत्रः सांकृति पुत्रात् सांकृति पुत्रः आलम्बायिनी पुत्रात् आलम्बायिनी पुत्रः आलम्बी पुत्रात् आलम्बी पुत्रः जायन्ती पुत्रात् जायन्ती पुत्रः माण्डुकायिनी पुत्रात् माण्डुकायिनी पुत्रः माण्डुकी पुत्रात् माण्डुकी पुत्रः शाण्डिली पुत्रात् शाण्डिली पुत्रः राथीतरी पुत्रात् राथीतरी पुत्रः भालुकी पुत्रात् भालुकी पुत्रः क्रौञ्चिकी पुत्राभ्यां क्रौञ्चिकी पुत्रौ वैदभृत्री पुत्रात् वैदभृति पुत्रः कार्षकेयी पुत्रात् कार्षकेयी पुत्रः प्राचीनयोगी पुत्रात् प्राचीनयोगी पुत्रः साञ्जीवी पुत्रात् साञ्जीवी पुत्रः प्राश्नी पुत्रात् आसुखी आसुखी आसुरिवासिनः प्राश्नीपुत्र आसुरायणात् आसुरायणः असुरेरासुरिः याज्ञवल्क्याद् याज्ञवल्क्यः उद्दालकादुद्दालकः अरुणादरुणः उपवेशेः उपवेशिः कृष्णेः कृष्णिः वाजश्रवसः वाजश्रवाः जिह्वावतो बाध्योगात् जिह्वावान् बाध्योगः असितात् वार्षगणात् असितो वार्षगणः हरितात् काश्यपात् हरितः कश्यपः शिल्पात् कश्यपात् शिल्पः कश्यपः कश्यपात् नैध्रुवेः कश्यपो नैध्रुविः वाचो वाग् अंभिण्या अंभिण्यादित्य अंबिणी आदित्याद् आदित्यानि इमानि शुक्लानि यजुगुंषि वाजसने येन याज्ञवल्क्येन आख्यायन्ते समानमा साञ्जीवी पुत्रात् सञ्जीवी साञ्जीवी पुत्रः माण्डुकायनेः माण्डुकायनिः माण्डव्यात् माण्डव्यः कौत्सात् कौत्सः माहितेः माहितिः माहितितु माहितिः वामकक्षायणाद् वामकक्षायणः शाण्डिल्यात् शाण्डिल्यः वात्स्यात् वात्स्यः कृष्णेः कृश्रिः यज्ञवचसः राजः राजस्तम्भायनात् यज्ञवचा राजस्तम्भायनः तुरात् कावेशायात् तुरः कावेशयः प्रजापतेः प्रजापतिः ब्रह्मणो ब्रह्म स्वयंभुवे ब्रह्मणे नमः इति पंचमं ब्राह्मणम् इति बृहदारण्यक उपनिषदि षष्ठोऽध्यायः इति वाजसनेयके बृहदारण्यक उपनिषत् समाप्ता। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। That's a great Brihadaranyaka chanting concluded. Tomorrow we will start Chandogya Parayanam. Let us do all these once, then we will have that contentment that Upanishad mantras through our mouth we could at least utter once. ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। अथ प्रथमा शिक्षावल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ एकादशोऽनुवाकः। ॐ वेदमनोच्चाचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुषास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सेः। सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यै न प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि। एके चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं। श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम्। अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षाः धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् Om Shanti Shanti. Great Upanishad Taittiriya with Bhashya and understand. So we know it are all very sublime subjects, and we also know at what level of maturity our mind intellect equipments are there. And yet we can imagine that it can be a good attempt we are doing. In this 11th Anuvakam, Bhagavan has given, or the Guru Shruti Mata, the Sadachara to be practiced by anyone after studying from the Guru in the Gurukula when he lives in the world. Every of these values of Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara are so important to protect oneself from downfall, protect oneself from the sin of omission, and to protect oneself from sin of commission, as well as to fulfill both the purposes of born as human. The one purpose of birth is what? To clear all our debts, to clear all our obligations, to clear all our prarabdha. Second is to know the self. And to know the self, whatever the qualifications that are required, they are earned, gained only through these means. That is why the Guru has said, Esha Adesha Upadesha Yesha Vedo Upanishad Etad Anushasanam Evam Upasitavyam Evam Uchaita Upasyam. All these very powerful, seemingly insisting but kind and compassionate words are said by Guru. You can imagine the Shishya is going almost as he is going out again, he is calling disciple and telling him, Beta सुन लिया ना, याद किया ना, ये सारा जो बात तुम भूल गए हो क्या, याद है? इस मैं आदेश to you, इस उपदेश to you. This is Vedopaniषत् एतद् अनुशासनम् एवं उपासितव्यम् एवं उच्चैतदुपास्यम्. Never ever forget. See, it's all the Guru's kindness and compassion toward disciples. Come what may, they should not fall. And come what may, they should rise only in their life. Clear? So in this, when the world comes to you, how you have to respond? When you yourself enter into the world, how do you have to take initiative? And how you have to manage your mind, intellect? Every of the aspects are told. Each one. How to deal with atithis, how to deal with parents, and everything. And the most important topic, which generally we neglect, is the last one, where whenever the karma vichikitsa and vritta vichikitsa happens, karma vichikitsa is actual action of Shruti and Smriti. Any doubt comes regarding that. Vritta vichikitsa is the doubt in how to receive the thing, how to have our opinion about the things. Vritta chikitsa, how the bhavana should be there at the mind level towards the thing or being when we have doubt by ourselves. At that time, instead of you yourself deciding under the influence of doubt, confusion, then approach that great Brahmana who is there at that time in that place with these divine qualities. Brahmanaha sammarshinaha yuktaha ayuktaha alokshaha dharma kamasyuhu. Ask them, learn from them, or look at them, and the way they are, yathate teshu tatra varteran, how they are doing their vyavahara, at this time where you have confusion. Exactly, you copy it, you do as it is. You are safe. You will not do any sin of omission or the commission. That shows that we should always have the awareness about the presence of the great jnanis, siddha purushas, yogis, brahmanas, mahatmas around us wherever we are. Whenever we go to a new place, shifted or got the office transferred there, first thing where is the eateries? We ask. First the house where to stay. Then where is the food available? Good. After that, immediately we definitely inquire about where is the telephone booth or where is the supermarket, where are all these petrol pump. ये सब तो हमको जनरल व्यवहार के लिए है. So too we must ask, is there any temple around? Are there any temples around? So too, is there any ashrama where the Mahatmas stay? Who is that Mahatma? All that. And lucky we are put in such place where there is the Nitya Nirantara Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya is going on. An ashram is there around. Nowadays, uski zarurat nahi, online everything is available. Yet we don't use. Or a Mahatma is staying there in his own pristine Anubhuti of Paramatma Tattva. If not so, at least a very orthodox, well studied, well equipped, well following the rules, regulations, Brahmana family is there. Brahmana community and then of some families. And no time in the history, Bhagavan keeps the world without a very orthodox noble Brahmana and also without a great Brahmagnani. कभी हमेशा उनके बिना ये जगत रहता ही नहीं. Only we have to find where they are and we have to tune to them. And whenever such doubts are there, take guidance from them. It is always in our own interest. We need not be ashamed if we are doing wrong, feel shy also for any reason, nor also the arrogance. Like the youngsters have that arrogance of funny type that they don't want to know from anyone, including their own parents, think that they know everything. That Yavana Garvam it is called. Seniors also have the Garva of their own earlier past experience. Past experience should lead to knowledge, not to a funny thing called as ego that we are denying the higher guidance from the higher authority of such great saints or Brahmanas. So the karma vichikitsa, vritta vichikitsa also means this type of thing. Ki when you do the satya vasanam, dharma, karma for some period of time, you may get bored, you may get heavied. You may see other people not doing this yet more prosperous, happy. So a type of doubt comes to us. A type of moroseness comes, like when you are listening to Upanishad every day. You will definitely get boredom and you will definitely think like somewhere else, let me go. That's how some of you go once in a while. And some of you left only. That is obvious. Anything noblest also when you do for a long time, it appears for some break. At that time, if you decide your mind, if you follow what is the suggestion of the mind is, then we go away from this noble path. Can there be anything higher, greater than study of Upanishad, that too than Bhashyam? Cannot. So with all many lives, Punyam, we came here. We were regular, serious, sincere, consistent. But suddenly some kida enters in the mind. That is enough for you to take away. And again, never come back. Yad gatva nani vartante. So how to avoid that time? Even these are called as the karma vichikitsa, vritta vichikitsa. In all the list of these 20 to 23 told, there will be a type of this doubt comes. So we have to reinstate our faith in it. So go to those people who also are passing through this stage, but later on they helped themselves again with the help of their own seniors. They stuck to the path without any further doubts. They got fully conviction. जब तक जीना है उपनिषद ही पढ़ना है. Only through that Paramatma is the goal. This thought is strengthened. If that is little slipped on the name of spirituality only, many other things appear to be goal, and we pursue that, but not the goal. So this conviction, those who have got, they are living only that one. When we approach them, again they reinstate. In the same way, the Shraddha in Satya Vachanam, Dharma Karma, then the Swadhyaya, what Swadhyaya Swami, bored ho gaya main pad ke, same Brahma, same Atma, same Vedanta, same Ghatakash, Patakash. See, this is the way. Do you want to reach the self or not? Yeah, this is the only narrow path. Anything other than if you do, you are lost. That's what is the next topic we are discussing. There's no other, you have to go through this, then only you eject out. If you don't allow, Like how much over the crowd there in the hall. To come out, that is the exit. ये बहुत crowded है, मैं कैसा करूं क्या करूं, तो फिर अंदर ही फंसे रहोगे. So too, in this world of Fasao, we are all. This is the only way to eject out. Nirantara Shruti Shravanam till conviction comes. Nirantara Manana Chintaram till the conviction, again, clarity comes. Nirantara Nididhyasanam till the Anubhuti comes. On the other hand, along with that, who is the one who is saying it is bored or heavy? Is it not the mind? Is not the devil of the Rajoguna and Tamaguna of the mind? Was this not taking us away from the truth reality from millions of lives? Is it not because a lot of punya and Guru Krupa that you have come to this level? Now, will it not be denial of Guru Krupa, Bhagavad Krupa, if we yield to the mind and feel that the subject is heavy or bored or I am not enjoying or I am not learning, therefore I leave it, go. Kiska nuksan hai? If you don't come to Upanishad class, I am not going to lose anything. It is you. With this way, we have to think ourselves and also look at those great people. Like whenever I feel this thought, I remember my Gurudev. 43 and a half years. How did he speak? 42 and a half years. From 51 up to 93. Every day, same Upanishad, same Gita, same Brahma Vidya. Didn't he do that? If he had done it, should I not get his prerana from him? So that keeps me, that's called as ye tatra brahmanaha yukta yata tatra varteran. How my guru lived. He never took one day leave or off also. His itinerary was always filled with primarily the satsangas. For that only he went on throughout the world. The samstha and all of them also are for this, not for any other purpose. Only for the Shastra Jnana Prachara was his entire 42 and a half years. It's a huge period, and we have done only 2 years. There's no day for him. Holiday. He never lost sight of the great, grand, glorious project which Ishvara has taken through him, or he took it with the Ishvara's kripa. So that becomes merely a Ovala Prerana. In the same way, even now, yes, Gurudev has left 20 years back, 30 years back. So many Mahatmas, are they not relentlessly in that study and Upadesha going on? So in my field, when I get a doubt or I get a boredom, I look at the Mahatmas of this field and get inspired from them. They also might have gone through the inner and outer struggles. They are conquered them, they have conquered, they are conquering some of them. So that gives me inspiration. All is in the mind in its doubt. All is in the intellect in its conviction. When the conviction of intellect overpowers the mind, we are on the track. When the doubt of the mind overpowers conviction of intellect, we go away from our beautiful journey. This is a continuous, constant struggle. Nobody can avoid it. So therefore, Bhagavan Shruti Mata's guidance is what? When such Vrutta Vichikitsa or Karma Vichikitsa happens to you, regarding these 25 values or any other thing, just see not again anybody. He's not said कि तोर पड़ोसी क्या कर रहा है वो करो. They are more samsari than you. If you follow them, destruction हो जाएगा. If you ask somebody, क्या करूं मैं सुबह क्लास स्वामी जी का बोर हो रहा है, to a fellow who never attended class, he will tell you, इसलिए तो मैं attend नहीं किया. I was telling you 2 years back only, don't go. You never listen to me. At least तुमको अकल आ गया. चल सुबह घूमने चलते हैं walking के लिए. If you ask that fellow, they will tell like that only. If you ask your wife, very good, मेरे को kitchen में help करो पराठा बनाने में, she will tell that only. You can't ask for suggestions and guidance and decision. People who are at very low level, Arjuna can't ask the question, this type of question, going to Dhritarashtra, who is born blind, दिमाग से blind. He will tell this, ऐसा करो बेटा तुम्हारा डाउट ठीक है. उसने ही तो स्पॉइल किया अर्जुन का मन. To leave the Rajyan, go and sit in the jungle under a tree or above the tree. Let Duryodhana be given it. He is lucky he had Krishna surrendered him. Tasma uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nishchaya. Sukha dukkhe samaya krutva. Get up and fight the war for the sake of dharma. Dharmyati yuddhat sreya anyat kshatriya se navidyate. Bhagavan's right. See, getting guidance is one thing, getting guidance from right person is second thing. Getting right guidance is the third one. For that, you have to get a right person in your life. You have to deserve it, you have to search for it. And you find that correct person, great person, noble, wonderful person of pure heart. He has none of his own personal selfishness or ego. He is pure in the heart to serve everyone who comes in need. And he has got the wisdom, not only of theory, but also practice. And he himself also, when he was in stage of doubts, he contacted his own higher authority. From him, he got the guidance. Now he is very pakka in theory as well as practice of the noble path. And if he is already found Chava, reached one, you are much, much luckier. To that person, you approach. They only understand ki, what stage we are going through in our mind. And they only know the treatment or the remedy. Exact remedy. You can't go to a lawyer and ask medicine. So too, you can't go to a doctor and ask for legal solution. जो जिसमें प्रोफेशनल है उन्हीं को पूछना है. So, Brahmana, Sammarshi, Yukta, Ayukta, Aruksha, Dharma Kama, Syuhu. We have to be aware of such people in the world. So, in this way, Upanishad also telling us, "O मेरा बेटा, दुनिया में ऐसे लोग भी हैं हमेशा जाकर मिलो." It also indicating about the presence of such people in the world at every time and our need of being in touch with them. Most of the time, you already are taught in the class. In my ashram, when you are with me for 2 3 years, you know almost, you do it. But whenever athayadi, if at all in case, when you are trying to practice above, in them as well as in any other decision making, if there is a vritta and karma vichikitsa at that time. So without performance, you should not be. Without perfect performance, you should not be. For that perfect performance, maximum knowledge you can by here, by us in the ashrama, you got it. Yet, whenever such doubts come, these should be your authority to decide. Yadacharati shrestha tat tat eva itaraha janaha. That shrestha purusha is the one who has got these 6 qualities. So that acharati is here karma vichikitsa. Then say pramanam kurute, what is said in Gita is vrutta vichikitsa. Pramani karoti, what he authorizes, what he certifies. That is what is taken by others. Acharana and certification. By himself demonstration, physical practically doing. Second is pramanikaranam means he is strongly talking with the authority of his own conviction. That becomes our authority. Idyad acharati shrestha tattat eva itaraha janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokah tat anuvartitu. That's what Krishna told to Arjuna. Don't run away. Don't ever think that you are low or anybody are low. Every lower than the lowest person also is Shrestha for someone who is looking up to them. If you don't live a noble life, even that one person also gets misguided by you. Therefore, not only for your sake, but also for those who are looking up to you, you must take up the dharma, and that is now present to you in the form of this yuddha. This dharma yuddha you must do. That is the topic in Gita. But the point is, Shrestha ka acharana, Shrestha ka pramanikarana is what followed by others. Same we have to do. Otherwise, in the world, always the 90% are bhautikvadi, materialists. They don't know the spiritual goal. They don't have the beauty, knowledge about the understanding about the beauty of this life. They are at the Pashutulya level. They have not started using their dimag in this direction. They may be using it for, like every animal uses its dimag to get the grass, to get the food, to be secured. दिमाग यूज कर रहा है तभी आकर भागता है, छुपता है, बचता है. The whole world is like that. That doesn't mean you take the guidance of them. They are wrong. That is why don't waste your time in doing wrong thing by getting misguided. Go to a right person. This is also Shruti Mata or the Guru's kindness on the disciples. And sometimes क्या होता है ना, you can't delay also in taking the decisions. Immediately you look at that Mahatmas, you have to act. वेरी अर्जेंसी होता है वहाँ, जैसा महात्मा ने किया वैसे ही. नाउ द लास्ट वन वाज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. It is not that all the time we come across good, noble people or doers only. In life, we see sometime they are sometime abhyakyatas are there. Abhyakyata is who are not yet decided as non-positive or negative, but generally projected or imagined by others like that. Ata abhyakyateshu, how we have to behave. And we have discussed at length this point. Nobody is perfect in their action and also imperfect continuously. It goes on changing depending on various situations outside as well as the state of prarabdha of that person, and through him the prarabdha of the world, that somebody appears to be negative or all that. We have no authority or right to point out anybody's negativity to the third person by ourselves. But all the time we have our own right to protect ourselves from any of the bad elements around. So they are झूठ बोलने वाले हैं, criminals हैं in this world around us only, धोखेबाज हैं. They are all there, abhyakyataha. And that doesn't mean that person is bad completely. One or two acts might have been done by him bad. That's unfortunate of him, for him, that it is projected more. In this world, you see that 98%, 99% good. One bad thing, but that fellow is unfortunate. That is projected more as if he's a villain only. Just like the other side. 98% negative, 2% good. But everything is projected of them as if they are good only. It's very funny the world is. A great saint Mahatma. 99% he did good. 1% somewhere, yes, the mistake done. But that is projected and is pulled down so much in the media everywhere, so much. But the other people, something they do, some sports or actions, acted, natak vagara, so good, 2, 3%, 5% good. So many other thing in their life, so many negative, but the good only of them is projected. Never trust anybody in this world in that way. बदलता ही रहता है वो. Of none of those things we can have the certain understanding. चलता ही रहता है. But we have to protect ourselves. So, what is the first protection? In our vision, nobody should be labeled as bad. But some people are there about whom something bad is said by some people. Then you are in a dilemma how to respond to that person, interact. You are in dilemma, you can't decide. Then what to do at that time? And such people may be in your own friend circle, they are in your own family members. दूर के लोग होते हैं, बुरे लोग छोड़ देते हैं हम. बट देन दे आर वेरी नियर बाय ओनली इन अस close circle. How to deal with them? In this case also, how those Mahatmas behave. And how the Mahatmas behave? You know, they behave what? They will have that extreme, large, expanded, extended, enlarged heart to see the people, not between the birth and death, but beyond. Then, with that kind, compassionate heart, they look at them, see the prospects, they try to understand their helplessnesses or weaknesses, etc. Most of the time, they just forgive them only. They just pray for them only. They just love them only. Sometime, if the time chance comes, they take them into confidence and try to remove their both wounds as well as pus. All the negativity is called as pus. Cause of that negativity is somewhere we are hurt badly. That's called as wound. Like I come angry with you, that is a pus. That is because I am wounded because you did something against me. If everything goes smoothly, nobody becomes negative. कुछ ना कुछ तो इस जन्म का पूर्व जन्म का होगा कुछ, some wounding. That wound, if it is healed, the pus also goes away. The stinking smell of the pus, it's very abominable. So the guru tries to remove that wound, or these Mahatmas, Brahmanas, they don't have that non-positive feeling about any jiva as negative. In his journey of the jiva, in so many lives, कोई जन्म में पूरे एक महात्मा की तरह होएगा वो, अदर जन्म में पूरा क्रिमिनल की तरह होगा, इन अदर जन्म विल बी ए मिक्सचर ऑफ बोथ। अब क्या गारंटी है, चल रहा है बस जर्नी। दे हैव दैट एक्सपांडेड लार्ज विजन इवन टू द वर्स्ट क्रिमिनल आल्सो। फर्स्ट ही प्रोटेक्ट्स हिमसेल्फ, second, he just sees how best I can help that person, depending on his relation to me, the chance given to me, or opportunity given to me. I'm telling a Brahmana, Yukta, Ayukta, when Abhyakhyata person is there around, how tentatively they behave, because then only they are called great people. Is it not? That love, that compassion, trying to help that person to come out of that non positivity, if he is available. If not, how do they do? They just keep away without carrying the load of that person's negativity in our mind. Underline this point. किसी बंदे का बुराई बुराई के साथ उस बंदे को अपने मन में हम बिठाए हैं, तो वी आर इनवाइटिंग ट्रबल्स इन आवर ओन माइंड. We only have the business of getting inspired by the positive, noble gunas of others, not by negative, because we are spiritual people. We have to protect our hearts. See, this person is so good. Acha, respect him. Learn the goodness from him. This person is so bad, none of your business. Because the tricky mind, ये बैड को सोचते सोचते धीरे धीरे वो खुद बैड हो जाता है वो. Is it not? Whatever you go on thinking, entertaining, you become like that. Like if you are a, let us say, a cranky, angry person, I go on thinking about you that. My mind becomes like that. It is in my own protection and interest. I need not worry about the negative qualities of anyone, negative actions of anyone. On the surface value, he might have done a very terrible act. Definitely. दिख रहा है वो स्पष्ट रूप से. He has taken that rifle and has shot at so many people. Many died also. Definitely is going on. Let the law take its action and all on that. As far as your mind is concerned, don't carry the load of any people, especially the negativity. You will never have chain or peace. This generally we do when the people are far away, no relation to us. But when it comes to our own near and dear ones, for various reasons we carry the loads. And हमारे हाथ में होता ही नहीं वो solution. What to do? Whatever you hand, do your best. The rest is just leave to Ishvara. Whenever these abhyakhyata are there, this is what we have to be very conscious, careful about. How the Mahatmas respond when such situation comes. Try to think in these lines and discuss. Like, I have some problem with any one of you. For any reason it can. How Gurudev will behave in this situation. How Mahatmas will behave. How the true sincere seekers will behave. Only two things. Forgive and love. That's it. हो गया. हमें ज़्यादा टेंशन भी नहीं लेना, because that is what they do. I have not taken contract of anybody's behavior. It is their life. And they are proving also by not listening. स्वामी हमारा जिंदगी है, इन्वॉल्व मत होना, शर्म करना है मुझे. Is it not? This is what the disciple teach the Guru this way by being indisciplined or disobedient. That telling the Guru that you have your job to do, karmanyavadikaraste mafaleshu, don't involve in our life. It is ours. We are ready to destroy. Like that child in one of the houses we saw. In his room, he has his room, sister has her room, parents. Outdoor is, it is my room. I have all the right to make a mess of it. Don't question. उसने लिखा उधर. And we really open the house. It's a kavada only. It is my room. I have all the right to make a mess of it. Don't interfere. Otherwise, the mother, father, sister go and tell that fellow, इधर ये क्यों रखा, उधर वो क्यों रखा, उसने बाहर रख दिया. It's my room. So to every one of you or any disciple to any guru, they'll tell, it's our life, sir. We can make mess of it. You don't involve. Therefore, the intelligent gurus never worry. So we take the reference of them. In the same way, everywhere, wherever there, Mahatma, Gurus, how do they respond to such situations of decision should be made, same time, The people around are of this one, Abhyakhyata type. Clear? How many things, if you really research way, study all these mantras, how much of the clarity is given to us regarding our own conduct life, so that life after life we are only evolving, not devolving. फ्रॉम द सत्यम वदा से लेकर यहाँ तक, हाँ, यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन तथा तत्तेषु वर्तेथाः. How do they behave like that. And generally the Mahatmas behave with love, with compassion. Is it not? That is the primary thing they have towards everyone. Every even non-positive element also. सबका जीवन सवार जाए, ऐसा ही उनका वृत्ति भी होता है. वृत्त मीन्स कंडक्ट, एक्चुअली कैरेक्टर एंड कर्म also. In this way, this particular Anuvaka has given us all the required informations, guidance, inspiration regarding when we are in the world, given full freedom to act or respond, how we have to conduct ourselves every moment in all situations. With myself, in the people around us, good or bad, in various situations, in all the, what is saying, actions have to do, duties have to do, हर जगह पे हमें कैसे जीवन जीना है. इनफैक्ट यू कॉल इट एज सदाचार अनुवाक, दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. So from this we can understand how great grand matured are our rishis munis to tell every aspect of life. Don't underestimate them. Clear? Then once this is done now, Bhagavan Sri Shankaracharya ji takes up another topic. See, when we are told to live life nobly in this way, while acting aggressively, dynamically in the world, for what we are told all that, we have to ask a big question, which is already discussed 1,000 times. That these are all done not for any even iota of the benefit of the outer world. Why? The entire outer world, from the higher inquiry standpoint, is mithya and unreal, to be rejected one day. Then why you are told all that to be done? Again and again we are saying, to clear the outer runa, to clear the inner impurity. That's it. After that, the goal is only to discover the infinite Paramatma. That Paramatma infinite whom we have to discover is inside only, beyond your all equipments. To reach to that innermost self, should you not withdraw from your own all the upadhis, whose attention is always extroverted? Yes, definitely. Therefore, should we not stop all these external activities and become inside? Think about it coolly. If this message is not given, be attentive. Entire life will be wasted in spite of living all the 25 noble things yet so far, never discovering the inner self. क्या होता है जनरली कि पहले तो फंसे हुए हैं दुनिया के कर्म कांड में, एवरी वन ऑफ अस. But even after listening to Vedanta, in which definitely all this noble life is told to be lived, even they're getting habituated to noble life, still a problem remains, that the inability of giving value importance to the karta, karma phala. And as long as we are giving value to karma, we'll go on doing karma. As long as we are going on doing any type of karma, noble or ignoble, the karta bhokta jiva alone is real in me. I can never discuss akarta abhokta paramatma. Now you see in the world, our own people, you and me, in spite of listening to Vedanta, Brahma Jnana, wherein the self is beyond all upadhis, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, jiva bhava, instead of trying to experience that Paramatma on the seat of mind, on the seat of meditation, are we not still caught up in the action, including me? Giving this lecture is a karma. I am a karta here. While being, as long as I am in this karma as karta, how can I reach Paramatma? Are we not still in our own daily activity, only as karta going on doing karma? Then you will definitely karma phala. Then the one who does karma as karta and get karma phala, he will be only a upadhyukta jiva only. When he will be liberated from that. Therefore, at one stage, all those noble actions which were so essential for purification of antakarana at a later stage, they have to be totally, completely, outrightly rejected. Only then we become deeply introverted, transcending all the upadhis, see that akarta bhokta karma atma anubhava. If this is not thoroughly understood, as I was telling you, the whole life is wasted. The actual purpose of doing all Satyavada Dharmamsara is not achieved. More important than this is the next portion which the Shruti Mata is teaching us about Brahma Jnanam. We will never be able to be qualified. सिंपल वर्ड्स में किसी भी कर्म में जो बंदा इंटरेस्टेड होता है, how much ever noble the karma may be, he can never be qualified for the Atma Vichara, Atma Chintana, Atma Anubhuti. And without Atma Vichara, Chintana and Atma Anubhuti, there is no moksha from Anatma Jiva Bhava. Come what may, million lives. So million lives, even if I do punya, million times I will go to Swarga. After the thing is over, I'll come back to Bhumi and go on doing so. I can never be liberated from all that because तुम उस तरफ फोकस ही नहीं कर रहे हो, हमेशा ये करो वो करो में फंसी रहते हो. Think about it. Gurudev, like Mahatmas, they did not do karma because in them there is no karta, because there is no jiva bhava in them, because they have already recognized the self. Their work, even though has 22 hours per day activity, that is not samsara to them, nor they were the karta bhokta jiva, because they have realized the self. Thereafter, this was taken up by them or through them in the service of the world. But did we recognize self? Not yet. Where is the self? Inside. Inside means what? Beyond all the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Annamaya, Koshaya. So if you so go to the Paramatma who is beyond all that, should you not go beyond all this? Naturally. And where are we are all? And all these upadhis are Bahirmukha only. In the Karma Kshetra, Buddhi always thinks of what to do, what to get. Mind also always has desire of what to get. Body senses are always working outside only. अब उसको पकड़कर उनके द्वारा कहे गए कर्मों में जो फंसा रहता, he will never quieten his mind. He will never be able to transcend the upadhi inner to see the self. Therefore, as much the noble are all the Satyamada Dharmamsara, but they all have a limitation. A day should come where all these Sarvadharman Parityaja, we have to do only Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Slightest importance you have for the Kartrutva, Karmaphala, Karma and Phala, you will never be knowing this self. Therefore, here Guru Shankara Bhagavan himself, taking both the roles of Purva Pakshi as well as Siddhanti, putting in front the 5 proposals, possibilities. Out of them, 4 are the ones which will continue to bind us to world and Jiva Bhava. It's only the 5th one, when you take up and do, we go to Paramatma Anubhuti. He took it up and he explained. That is how here it is moksha sadhana vichikitsa is done here. Or jnana karma upasana vichikitsa is done here. This is what is this particular 4-5 pages में भगवान आदि शंकर जी ने कहा. Hope you are tuning with all the care that is heard. With the care you are listening, and I expect that you are catching it. So it is the vicharana regarding the hetu for the moksha. Jnana, upasana and karma and their position in giving us the mukti. And it's a very deep topic. I'm telling you, even while speaking to you for hundreds of Upanishads, hundreds of time, it is only by Guru God's Kripa that it clicks to me that I'm still on the name of nobility. I'm caught up in the karma to continue as karta. I'm not able to go to that akarta aham abhokta. All the good, grand, noble people of great virtues, wonderful values, are yet not realized themselves only for this reason that they have importance to karma. It can be Mahapunya karma, it can be Mahadharma karma, it can be Shastrokta Yagnadi karma, Sloka Sevartham karma. But remember, कुछ भी कहो वो तो कर्म है. In that karma, there is a karta and a bhokta. And karta bhokta is caught up in the karma phala, whether you want or not. At individuality, identify the upadhi is the problem. Upadhi rahita brahma tattva is the lakshya. You are not giving up the upadhi tadatma jiva bhava only because always in karma and in paramatma there is no karma and karta. Is infinite, all pervading, just the self Sachidanand. To recognize that alone is the goal of all human evolution. I am that Sarvavyapaka Sachidananda Brahma. In me, nothing is lacking. Therefore, I need not do anything, get anything, go anywhere, wait for anything. That's the mukti, no? Then only you can feel that final liberation. Like for that day, when you come in the evening, you are very clear that everything to be done is done, you are mukta. But only for that day. Immediately another thought comes, लेकिन कल तो उधर जाना है, ये करना है, वो करना है. And like every weekend, all these बेचारे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी कभी कभी आज 5 दिन कर रहा है कुछ जगह. Even all the private employees, thank God, 5 days we worked, now we are free. In the evening on Friday, and they come home with such a joy कि 2 दिन we are not answerable, questionable, खूब मजा मौजी करेंगे. And truly, they really forget the company, office, and they go with friends here and there, party, enjoy. Every nautanki they do. That's a, they feel that's a freedom or mukti. They do that's okay, their age and all. But as the evening of Sunday is coming, see their mind slowly, mouth or face, slowly, like a murajne wala phool ki tarah. Why? Because next day you are bound to go on time to the office and attend to all. So it's not a moksha, it's bandha. In the same way, as long as he is in that office, he is bound. If he resigns, that bondage is gone. But should he resign or not is a different subject. Our example is not to expand that. Here also, it is not how great, grand, noble works you are doing. All of that belongs to Jiva. Have you recognized the truth? Realized the self? Gone beyond the bondage of every limitation experienced because of any of the upadhi. This is the ultimate question, remains to be answered. Without answering that, we have not got the answer for our bandhanam. Therefore, that karma protsahana which is done by the Guru so far, the Guru himself takes full responsibility to remove even an iota of the importance given to the karma from the mind of disciple. Only then that disciple will be able to listen and do vicharana on the Brahma Tattva, Brahma Jnana, Atma Tattva, and on meditation he can experience. वही गुरु ने कहा कि बेटा सत्य मद धर्मम चरा. वही गुरु आप कहेंगे आज सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य. गीता में कृष्ण ने कहा ना धर्माद युद्ध श्रेयन्यत. He says सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य. हाँ, what is guru? Are you talking contradiction or no? At that time that was very essential. सेम डॉक्टर who tells कि ये खाओ वो खाओ, आफ्टर सम सेंस उसका काम हो गया तब छोड़ दो उसको खाना और पीना. He doesn't say go on taking tablets or like. जिस बीमारी के लिए लिया वो बीमारी गया तो रोको. यू कांट से अच्छा आदत हो गया तो खाते जाना बेटा तो डेली एक एंटीबायोटिक लेते जाना. It is not same antibiotic which was eliminating the disease causing bio things at one time. Later on that antibiotic or any medicine itself is a poison in the body. You have to stop medicine, else it will destroy all your vital organs. They are poisons first. That is a very careful in taking, especially the allopathy medicine. Every allopathy doctor knows they are. It's open secret. Whatever on the name of drugs, medicines we are giving is poison only. Why? That poison only has to kill the bacteria, fungus, and virus. किसी को मारने के तो पॉइजन ही यूज करते हो ना. You don't give amrita to kill someone. The name of the medicine may be amrita, but through that amrita you are killing the living beings only inside. So I am also living being. So it is equally powerful to kill me if it goes beyond a certain dose. Many people died because of medicine than the disease. It is true. It's open secret. Wrongly administered medicine, overdosage of medication. ये so many hospitalized होकर लोग ज़्यादा मरे. Let's say intelligent people when they live long life they say I don't want to go to hospital, यहीं घर में मरता हूँ. It saves all the money, expenses, tension and all funny. मैं तो ऐसे भाई हॉस्पिटल में नहीं मरना. Nowadays 99% they die in hospital only. And lucky ones early morning before anybody gets up let me die. Otherwise they take me to hospital. It is so horrible. Same medicine doctor tells you stop. In the same way, this medicine for the laziness and kamanas and the runa ityadi was the karma kanda told so far of all these of satyamada dharmamchara. But your goal is not that. Your goal is mukti. Mukti is an atma anubhuti. Atma is inside all upadhi. So upadhi you have to transcend. For that, whatever the actions done with upadhis have to be given up. Therefore, from the extreme active dynamic involvement in karma through all the upadhis, we have to come to the nice karmyata. Then only in the quiet seat, mind on the seat of meditation, we can comprehend our essential real nature. That is why this very essential portion of rejecting everything else other than Upanishadukta Brahma Atma Jnana Vicharana for moksha. That's why na karmana, na prajaya, na danena. Then tyagena ekena amritattva manashuhu. This we have to understand. Earlier, one, two, three people used to come to our class. But in them, the karma vasanas are so strong. They love the class. They want Vedanta and all. But they can't give up their work. They are on the bistar bed, 80 years old. Still they attend all the meetings and they talk about karma, karma, karma. They can't live it. That's it. They have made their personality like that. Naturally to them, Vedanta never enters. Without Vedanta, you can never be mukta. Remember, noble actions we have to do for a long time, but that it's not the goal. That continues to make our upadhis real, our jiva bhava real, the world is real, the happenings in the world are real, the people are real, the relativity is real. ये सब मिलकर ही तो संसार है. The actual reality is hidden behind all that. That is why the bhaktas you get, upasakas you get, यज्ञया करने वाले you get, फुकट में बहुत सारे social servants मिलेंगे आपको. But truly the one who contemplates on the self at every level thing is very, very rare. कोई कोई होते से हिम्मत वाले, ताकत वाले. And there are many people following him without knowing at what stage. He is only to escape the karma, they go and sit in the action. That also is wrong. That is why our Gurudev in his institution never allowed on the pretext of Vedanta Jnana any of the Swamis or Brahmacharyas or members to keep without activity even one day. You keep on acting and purified. Then a stage will come from within only where you're done with it, then you go for meditation. See that glory of such masters. I'm telling this an example for not only after telling you the example of Mahatmas, which are very rare, there are some followers behind him who justify their laziness, inactivity, irresponsibility, taking misquotation from that Mahatma. He told to know the truth, nothing to be done, everything to be given up. Therefore, we gave up. Such wrong followers are there. But Gurudev never allowed that. I gave Gurudev's example. So, both the whole topic started with this. You will find social workers, you will find devotees, you will find every type of kartas in the world. But understanding the limitation of karma, transcending everything, and contemplating only on the truth Very one rare specimen is there. And unless that stage comes, we cannot quieten the upadhi and go beyond. Therefore, we have to know both the requirement of karma, thereafter, the rejection of karma. Same karma is a problem when we go to Atma pursuit. Remember that. That's why yoga karmasu kaushalam. What is yoga? Kushalata in karma. What is the kushala in karma? Knowing the karma which is to be done till what time, equally knowing that the karma has to be given up. That is called as karma me kushalata, that's called as yoga. We should have the both balance of pravritti and after that is over, nivritta. Other than the nivritti is done, you cannot. That's why Bhagavan tells Uddhava, all तत्वज्ञान से आप निवृत्त हो जाओ इसमें से जो आकर ध्यान में अपने आप को पाना. Now remember, the manana, chintana, remember, of Paramatma Tattva also are karma, but not they are like the other karmas which give the worldly karma phala. Every karma gives karma phala. But these karmas giving karma phala are two types. One karma phala is cause of the Uttara Janma, next life and all, and that karma phala of the Vastu Rupa. But this you are listening to Satsanga. This is not that type of samsara karma where you are listening to somebody's tail carrying. You are doing the karma of Mananam Chintanam. This is also karma. Definitely. But this action is not like that action where the Katrutva is strengthened, the karma phala is pushed on you. Here, this karma, in fact, is removing the Kartrutva from us because it is making us realize that through Padi and through the karma, I am bound as Jiva. So, ये भी कर्म है लेकिन ये निष्कृति देने वाला कर्म है इसलिए ये उस कर्म बंधन वाले में बढ़ेगा नहीं वो बंधन वाले कर्म के लिस्ट में नहीं आता. And once through these karma of Shravanam, these karma of Mananam, these karma of Chintanam, the theoretical subjective knowledge of the self is established. There is even that also doing is dropped. What is the next and final stage? Just to be the self. That's called Nididhyasanam, where after fully understanding intellectually by the study of Shastra and contemplation, Mananam, Chintanam, that I am the self. Thereafter, I am convinced that I am the self. What is next? There's nothing to do, then just to be. There's no doing and becoming. Then all the doings are dropped, becomings are dropped. When the doings, becomings are dropped, what remains? Just to being. Even Inga also is not there, the gerund be. Final. So therefore, as we tried to explain yesterday, here the discussion is of these 5 topics. One is purely karma is cause of moksha. Second is pure karma helped by the jnana is moksha, is a cause for moksha. Jnana and karma equally done hand in hand, helping each other, gives to moksha. Third vadanam. Fourth one is what? Maximum jnana marga, little of karma helping it as a secondary help leads to moksha. All these 4 are put in front by the Purva Pakshi, in and through which he is making a sense that he still has got importance, the kujli of doing some or the other karma. All the 4 vadas are rejected. Then the 5th one is established. What is that? For the mukti, only and only jnana is hetu. Anything other than jnanam, it will bind you. Therefore, that's what you see in our beautiful Adhyatma Ramayanam. Didn't we see that from the Naradji's mouth? Tasmat Buddha Jnanam Abhyaset Sada. We have seen it just a couple of days back. Today we are listening to Vasishthaji and Rama Samvada. But when Naradji and Rama Samvada is going on, Tasmat Buddha Jnanam Abhyaset Sada. लिखा है कि नहीं? ज्ञान का अभ्यास ही करना है हमको, नॉट कर्म का. So he fully rejects any pursuit other than the jnana. Jnana is tattva shravana, tattva chintana, tattva mananam, tattva dhyanam, tattva anubhuti. These are also karma, but they are liberating from karma. All other punya karma ityadi are binding us by giving us the punya lokasu. Punya karma gives uttam punya loka, papa karma is adog lokas. There we are bound. Remember, इतना भी पुण्य करके you go to Swarga. All your outer facilities will be improved. Everything will be sukha. But then your jiva is continued, no? Your atma is not realized. If you go to Indra Loka, you will be Indra only, you are not Parabrahma. If you go to Varuna Loka, you may become Varuna, but not Parabrahma. Without becoming Parabrahma, none is liberated. Becoming means realizing. See the importance of this thought. Are we able to catch it? If you are able to catch means what? You are having the background of so many lives of punya. Even to understand, understanding will be explained when we study the whole portion. That how can there be any action possible in the infinite self? Therefore, as long as I have value given to any action, how can that infinite self be experienced? Therefore, rise above the actor, the action result. Just to be. And one thought we'll share. It may be less relevant, less inspiring, but still listen. How many our noblest activities done in this world by any greatest person, and the greater and the greatest is Ishvara, and his noblest activities, Srushti Sthidilaya, all of them still are lesser than the moksha of the Brahmanubhuti, and also they are binding one. How much our great activity that is happening in the world of Srushti Sthiti Laya, and in the Sthiti Kala, so many, none of them are as great as the Moksha Ananda of Brahmanubhuti. याद रख लेना इस बात को. If this is not thoroughly understood, earlier for selfishness and arrogance we used to do the variety of adharma papa karma. Now you are inspired to give up that and take up punya karma and dharmic karma. My dear, whichever is karma, you are a karta, you are a jiva. You will never realize the infinite self. Without that, finite you would say you can't be mukta. ऋते ज्ञानात् न मुक्ति ज्ञानात् एव तु कैवल्यम् आत्मज्ञानविहीनाः मूढाः ज्ञेयं यत् तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि यत् ज्ञात्वा अमृतमश्नुते ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यत् ज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्. 9th chapter. ज्ञानं तेहं सविज्ञानम् इदं वक्ष्यामि शेषतः यज्ञात्वा नैह भूय अन्यत् ज्ञातव्यम् अवशिष्यते. So to 7th chapter. Maya sakta manapartha. Jnanam teham savijnanam idam vakshami sheshta yajnata neha bhuyanat jnatavyam avashishyate. 7th chapter. Manushyanam sahasreshu. There jnana vijnana saita yajnata mokshase ashobhat. Only Atma Jnanam. And while pursuing the Atma Jnanam, purest Jnana pursuit, our kartrutva of any karma through the upadhi for any karma phala, even little is there, enough obstruction, enough disturbance, not allowing us to pursue. Therefore, have strong belief that how much are noble the karma, it will never allow us to know the self. But we have to do karmas outside till we get the peace, till our all obligations are cleared, our runas are cleared, prarabdhas are cleared. वो तो है ही वहाँ. That mind never changes. But by involving in that, Paramatma will not come. Use the jhadu pocha for cleaning the house, that's it. After that, usko corner में लगाओ, then enjoy your relaxed upasana meditation. In the same way, Jnana Marga se hi moksha hai. Moksha is in the anubhuti of the Atma. Atma is already there, I just have to realize. So, not what is that which is not allowing me? There is Atma, the Anatma Bhava in me. How the Anatma Bhava is created, strengthened only by the Karta, Bhokta, Karma and Karma Phala. Therefore, all the four Vadas are rejected, only one is accepted. Only through Jnana Moksha will come. With Karma, Karma Phalas will come. They may give some Sukha, but they can never give Moksha. Clear? Is it understandable? That logics will be told one by one. How karma with the jnana ityadi is not the way. Only pure jnana, not any trace of karma. That's why sarva dharman parityaja is equal to sarva karmam parityaja, karman parityaja only. Because धर्म तो कर्म के रूप में किया जाता है ना, कर्म करो तभी वो धर्म बनता है. So सर्वधर्मान by saying so, Bhagavan said sarva karman parityaja, sarvani karmani parityaja. So let us see Bhagavan's Bhashya. Little will start today. Let us become familiar. Let's enjoy. एक pada sentence padkar. We'll do that khichatani in that. Try to understand. Khichatani. Whatever we are able to understand, we try to convey. And you also try to catch it. If at all these subtle thing is not understood, never mind. You skip it. Not skip the class. The struggle and effort to understand. Skip it. Leave it. Maybe after 5 years, when we get matured, that time we'll understand. सुनना है सब कुछ इसी जीवन में इसी दिन, बट आज ही सब समझ में आना है ऐसा इंसिस्ट नहीं करना. और बिना सोचे छोड़ना मत, और बिना कुछ समझे भी छोड़ो मत. एवरी डे, एवरी क्लास. Some of the things are very sublime, and intellect is still in a different dilemma state, not capable. So it may not catch that point at that time. Many a time the mind refuses to give permission to intellect to listen or think. It overpowers. Like some days, people around your house are there, friends there, you are longing to come to class. But then they don't allow you. कुछ ना कुछ बुलाते हैं, कोई ना कोई obligation रखते हैं, कोई कुछ temptation कहते हैं, some emotional thing they talk to you. You want to come to class, but that day you don't. And वो आदत हो जाता है. Slowly not coming to class becomes a habit. Is it not? Swamiji, children came, so I can't attend class. Thereafter, to not attend the class, you only invite children. Atiti came to my house, therefore I couldn't attend the class. Then later on, I am habituated not to attend class, therefore I don't want to attend class. Then what to do? You call the Atiti. If no Atiti comes, you only go as Atiti. How the Maya catches. Therefore, at a highest level, only one thing I say, either I should die or you should kill me. Then only you have a choice not to attend class. That's it. All other things are only to oblige you, I say yes. None of them are from my heart. This is the final thing, that's it. Even I also want to be like that only. Do the class, can't live. Or catch it up. If you can't listen, only in the rare cases, offline listen. But never miss the class, never miss the live class. That is final. There's no second thought about it. Everything else, see the point. Madhidar Baat, you will cry listening to that. You will definitely cry and scold me, even you will insult me. But if you have such a daredevil capacity of saying no to Bhagavan, so you are such a daredevil who can say no to everything else also. जैसे हम भगवान को ही ठुकरा कर दुनिया में जा सकते हैं, इतने महान ठुकरा उस ठाकुर साहब हैं हम, तो दुनिया को भी ठुकरा के भगवान तक आ सकते हैं. That is your dareness. Can you reject Bhagavan and go to the world? Which is greater than the world? I suppose this much is understood by now. सिंपल थिंग, महात्मा यही कहते बेटा, तुम भगवान को ही लात मार के छोड़ के दुनिया में जा सकते हो, तो तुम्हारे इस कैपेसिटी का मैं क्या दान दूं? वही कैपेसिटी उधर यूज करो, दुनिया को लात मार के भगवान के पास आ जाओ. तो तुम्हारे पास तो हिम्मत ताकत की कमी है ही नहीं, तुमने साबित किया है. You are able to enter into the world denying God. How great you are! It's not an ordinary sacrifice. It's not an ordinary courage. It is not an ordinary decision. It is not an ordinary performance. The self in you, the Lord in you, the giver of everything to you. If you have the guts and abilities to say no to Him and enter the world, you can equally say no to everything of the world. Come to the class or come to your own spiritual pursuit. At my class time, even Bhagavan comes, I'll not go. You stay there outside. God, my Swami, my Guru, my teacher is teaching me Upanishad. That's it. No, but that day in the Upanishad class, nothing is there. Everything is repeated. And yet, it is my commitment to listen class. That's it. I long back stopped thinking this arrogant, funny thinking. This is all arrogance. You come to class, full stop. That's it. There's no second thought. That's the only way we reject our own ifs and buts of mind, intellect, and the most divine, sacred moment only the blessing happens to reveal the self. ऑल पाइल वी ओनली आर ईगो जब चाहे आएंगे क्लास जब चाहे नहीं आएंगे जब चाहे एक्सक्यूज कहेंगे क्या है ये सब नौटंकी है ये सब दिस इज कॉल्ड माया दिस इज कॉल्ड एज मोह that moha maya works so powerfully that when the truth is spoken just like I am doing now, yet that moha maya only overpowers and predominates, trying to justify. हमने जो किया वो करेक्ट किया इसको जस्टिफाई कराती है हमारा मोह it's very dangerous it is. That is why we told everything you can give up but not the ego. And ego of doing noble activity is more difficult to give up. Ego of doing noble activity is more difficult to give up. An ignoble person can be told by someone, he himself can understand and gives up that. But I am doing good work only, no, Swamiji. अरे गुड वर्क कर रहे हो तो वर्क है वो वर्क इज नेवर गुड इट बाइंड्स यू टू द रिजल्ट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ब्रह्म विद्या हियर हाउ कैन एनीथिंग बी ग्रेटर देन दिस but somebody comes to my house and they come to test you and you fail you should matlab, we don't have our guts to decide our life what we require still we are sold to the people अभी तक हिम्मत ताकत नहीं आया अपनी जिंदगी को डिसाइड करने के लिए and the one who doesn't decide for his own evolution life still under compulsions and obligations etc is not a mature sadhak. The one who is able to in this way discipline outside himself by completely solding out to the guru only that person can later on can stop himself selling out to this jiva bhava of kartrutva bhoktrutva completely reject it remain as an atma. आउटर ऑब्लिगेशन नहीं छोड़ा तो इनर वाला कैसे छोड़ोगे दीज आर ऑल वेरी इंटेंटली क्लियरली क्लोजली कनेक्टेड थिंग्स बाय द वे सो वी हैव टू एट वन स्टेज कम अदर देन कॉन्टेम्पलेशन मेडिटेशन रियलाइजिंग सेल्फ नो अदर एक्टिविटी इज इंपॉर्टेंट clear if that conviction you come then to survive what's required minimum that we do remaining we are only in the self dhyana तभी वो आत्मानंद उसके बाद once I recognize experience self and get freed from the notion that I am jiva thereafter let Ishvara do whatever through us at that time there is no karma it's not a karma it is Ishvara krupa I am not a karta so there is no karma phala there is no janma bandhana janma marana bandhana वो बाद में आत्मज्ञान के उपरांत उससे पहले एनीथिंग अदर देन दैट इज बॉन्डेज दैट इज द एसेंस ऑफ दिस टॉपिक इन शॉर्ट इफ आई कैन टेल यू इट इन बिगिनिंग ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू ट्यून कि व्हाट इज द थीम दैट इज डेवलप्ड सो yesterday we chanted it today also I chant but explanation will be tomorrow see atra etat chintyate. Here this is discussed. What? Vidya karmanoho viveka artham. The viveka of the vidya and karma, and through that viveka, what the artha or the final conclusion we have to arrive at. Vidya is Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Vidya is always of that which is always there. Karma is regarding that which is not there but had to be brought. So Vidya karmanoho viveka artham atra etat chintyate. So we are discussing now to give you discriminating capacity between the vidya and karma and their utility, etc. Come to the artham, the final conclusion. And what are the 5 things that are developed or discussed are? These are the ones. What is that? Kim karmabhyah eva kevalebhyah param shreyah. Point 1. Uta vidya sapyapekshebhyah Karmabhya, point 2. Point 3. Ahosvit vidya karmabhyam samatabhyam. Fourth one. Vidyaya va karma apekshaya. Fifth one. Uta kevalaya eva vidyaya iti. Tatra purvapakshi uchyate. Purvapakshi. Tatra kevalebhya karmabhya eva syat moksha. Only karma, no need even trace of knowledge required for the moksha. Karma sahi mukti. He will quote all these things. Then the Siddhanti patiently listens and proves to him logically, nahi re beta, tumne jo kaha galat. Only purely karma you can't. Then he doesn't give up karma. He comes to second option. ठीक है, तुम्हारा थोड़ा विद्या लेता हूँ मैं 10%, but my karma 90% will be there. Then Siddhant will say, बेटा वो भी नहीं होगा रे. Too much you are doing. 50-50. कर्मा 50, विद्या 50. गुरु महाराज प्रूव्स कि वो भी नहीं चलेगा. तुम तो ऐसे कर रहे हो. अभी फाइनली बात मैं इससे ज़्यादा बोलता हूँ, 80% योर ज्ञानम विद्या, 20% तो कर्म. थोड़ा तो छोड़ो. ऐसे वो भी नहीं हो. That's what I told you. Insistent on karma and karma phala never leaves us. A lazy fellow is bound in that way. Somehow we came out of laziness by involving in the kamya karma. And we have transcended that by doing the only nitya karma, naimitya karma, and karma of serving others. Once you get into that, to be able to give up that becomes very tough. Whole world is filled with the people who are caught up in karma. But usme 99% in the ignoble karma, 1-2% are in the noble karma. Ignoble karma puts us in papadi, narakadi, yoni. Noble karma never also allows us to go beyond the karma to recognize the self. So, what is his point? How Guru says? Then, what is again the next point the Purvapakshi puts? How to understand all that we try. And such topics are very rare, unique. Nowhere you find them except in Sri Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. Only, therefore, you may sometimes find yourself to be out of place. Never mind. Keep listening. एक क्लिक हो जाएगा. धीरे धीरे सुनते रहें, एक दिन समझ में आता है. Let us see how many pages it is given to us. 2 हो गया. How many? Okay, very nice, very nice. सिद्धांति पूर्व पक्षी, सिद्धांति पूर्व पक्षी, सिद्धांति पूर्व पक्षी. या मे बी 3-4 दिन हम करेंगे उसको, just for my study also, because I also have to master this Taittiriya Upanishad with Bhashyam, every aspect, in every of my life also. Such wonderful people like you come and listen. Little, I also add to the treasure of my knowledge. Out how many lives become conviction and dhyana and anubhuti left to the gurus and Bhagavan. Thank you. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shandari. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Varamrishibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shruti Matre Namam Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Very good. Sometime let us do one more karma of studying our Vidu.